Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. In today's episode, we are going to be working a bit more on the Jarl's Longhouse that we started last episode. I'd like to get a roof on this. In fact, I'd really just like to kind of get the whole outer structure of the building done, the whole exterior. Maybe not all like the little detail work and things like that, but structurally, I would like the exterior of this building to be complete by the time we finish this episode. So that's kind of the plan. Let's go ahead and jump into it, I guess. So here's what I'm kind of thinking. Also, let me grab some of these. There we go. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We're going to have a roof on this section right here, this kind of main box, I guess we would call it. And it's going to be kind of a gradual sloping roof. And then in the center of it, a kind of inset a little bit, we're going to have another story, which will have kind of the pointier, more angled roof that we're using throughout the rest of the village. So that's kind of the plan. Let's go ahead and get these guys in here, like so. There we go. And we'll do the same. Oh, that ain't right. Try again. There we go. We'll do that. And then here as well. We're going to use these dark oak stairs to highlight the roof, just like we have with, all the other roofs in Woodsong. And now we need to start figuring out this part, and this is where it's going to be a little tricky. So I'm kind of thinking that we're going to do, let's break that one and that one. Let's do the, no. Let's see, how would I place this? Like that, and then here, and then here? Maybe? I'd like for this one to be turned as well, like that, but then it's not going to place down properly. See what I mean? Like, it's a little funky. Maybe we can work around it. What if we were to go here, and then on this edge, we would still bring it out like this? Because the thing is, we need to have kind of this, how would you even describe it? Kind of a angle to this whole thing. Maybe, or actually, here's an idea. Maybe we just get rid of that altogether, and we don't angle the roof until we get up, like, over here a bit more. So that's going to have a slab on it. What if we do this, and here, and then out, and here? Because that's going to create a relatively large angle that we can play around with. That might work. Go like that. Is that how I did it over there as well? This is hanging out over, right? Yeah. So we could do something along those lines. And then here, oh, that's facing the wrong direction. Here we could do, that's going to be really hard to place. There we go. We could do something like this. And that would help us kind of accent the shape of this roof, because it's going to be kind of as I said, it's going to be kind of a gradually sloping roof that's going to slowly kind of work its way up to a higher angle. Gonna have to place that from right there. There we go. So something along those lines. Now I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that slope. In fact, now that I'm looking at this, I'm thinking we actually don't want stairs here at all. I think we want this all to be slabs, like this, instead. And then these slabs would come out here like so. Which means we may end up having to get rid of these that we placed down too. There we go. And all of these gotta go. Alright, there we go. So, let me grab this. Let me do a bit of work on this roof, guys, and see what I can come up with. And I'll come back to you in just a minute. Alright, guys, I am back. So, I've kind of got a roof put down. And it's got kind of this, like, gradual slope to it, which I think looks okay. I mean, it's going to look a lot better once, the second story is in there, and once it's all filled in and filled out. It'll look significantly better then. But right now, I think it looks okay as far as, like, the shape of it goes. So now comes the really fun part, where I get to fill the whole thing in. And this is going to take me a little bit. So, let me get to it, guys, and I'll come back to you once that's all done. Alright, guys, I am back. So, I've got the roof in place, and it looks a little derpy right now, but it'll look a lot better once we get the rest of the roof up there. So, let's try and actually get up. There we go. Okay, so what we need to do is find the center of this roof, which should be about here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's the center of the roof right there. Good, good, good. Also, I have this Silk Touch axe that I made. No mending, but I've been working on a little something for our path. See if you guys can guess what it is. It's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be very happy about it when that time comes. So anyway, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and right here, and here, we're going to put down blocks. This is going to be... Ooh, I don't know that I would like that, though, because that's going to come... Maybe here? I'm trying to think, because we're going to have this section that kind of comes up. Yeah, I'm thinking right here, actually. That'll be better. What sound was that? What in the world? That was weird. I don't think I've ever heard that sound. Do you guys know what that sound was? Because I don't, and that was very strange. Weird. Anyway, let's bring it down. Let's see. So here we've got 5 wide. Let's make it 7 wide. So what we'll do is right here. I'm just going to put that here so we can put a log on top of it, like so. And then over here, we're going to essentially do the same thing like that, and this is just kind of laying out the dimensions for the upper portion of our roof. So we'll get that. And that. There we go. And then this guy can just go away. This was just kind of a marker so I could figure out where the middle of the roof was. So now we're going to bring this up probably about there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks about right. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like so. Good. Okay. Now, let's take a look at that and see. How's that look height-wise? That looks about right, I think. Yeah, I think that'll be good once we get the other roof on it and all that kind of stuff. So, let me get up there again. Oh, hi, Endermite. Go away. And now we need to come through here. You got to get rid of all of these guys in between. In fact, we're pretty much going to have to get rid of the whole roof in between. Like this whole section is basically going to have to go away. So let me get rid of that, guys, and I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got this kind of sticking out now, and it doesn't look great, but that's okay. It's still in the early stages. It will once it's all done. So let's kind of get up here. There we go. And the first thing that I think I want on here is a staircase or a roof of some sort. Let's just see if we do that. Is that going to give us enough space down here to add some detail to these walls? Not quite as much as I would like. I think I want one more block to work with. So let's actually go up here instead, and we'll just raise this up by one more block. Like that. Do-do-do, 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 do-do, do-do-do. Okay, there we go. All right, now we can put our roof on here. And we're just going to kind of bring this all the way across, just like this. All right, so that's taken care of. Now, we need to kind of design this roof a little bit. So we're going to come to here, and then I think we're going to come across like this, and then up here. And then right here, I think we're going to go out again. Like so. And then up, over, and kind of like this, like we've been doing for the rest of the roofs right here. And maybe we'll even bring it out again right here, actually. So there, here, up, over, and then this right here is kind of the highest point. And that's going to create kind of a roof that comes out like this. And I think that'll look a lot better than just a little bit more boring, kind of simple, straightened roof. I think it'll look much better from the ground for sure. Why does that not look... Oh, I see. That needs to come up. And then right here, it comes out, up, over. Yeah. Okay, got it. There we go. All right, so we'll have kind of this same general, like, high-pitched roof that we've used throughout the village, but if we look at it from down there, you can see it kind of comes out at an angle like that, and I think that looks really good. So we'll need to do that to both sides. The other thing that we're going to do is we've got kind of this gradually sloping roof like this. We're actually going to make another one of those, and it's going to start, I think, right about here. Let's see, is that the right spot? Yep. It's going to start about there, and then kind of come in and out like this. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. On the 4th, it turns and comes out there. And then we'll bring it over like so. And you're like, why in the world are we having a second roof on this thing? Well, I show you. It will be amazing. So, that was terrible. There we go. So we'll come up here. And we can actually work in another one of these gradually sloping roofs, and it will look really nice from down below, I think. So let's kind of... actually, here, let's use full spruce blocks. Right here, like so. And there. Come over like this. Like that, there we go. And then I think we'll bring it up again like here. And we're going to kind of curve it a little bit. And then here, we'll bring this over, what? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. And then right there. So it'll look something like that. And if we look at that from down below, you can see it kind of just gives us this extra little like detail underneath. And that makes this whole thing a lot more interesting. And then we'll maybe work in some, like another roof over there or something. I do think that maybe that needs to be lowered. I think it's quite possibly too high. Yeah, I think this needs to come down like one more block. So let me remake this, and let me get it lowered, and then replicate that and this over on the other side, and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I am back, and there it is. It's all laid out, and I think it actually looks pretty good. We still have to actually connect up the roof, and obviously the roof still needs a lot more detail and stuff like that, but this is definitely coming along. That's starting to really kind of take shape, and you're kind of getting an idea of what it's going to look like, and I like that a lot. I think that's really cool. So, next step, let's make, let's make some more stairs. Let's do that. Let's toss a bunch of these guys away. I do want to make sure that I have some dark oak slabs. There we go. And then I'm going to need, like, all the spruce, because I need to fill in that roof and make it look good. So, that's my next step. Let me get to it, and then, once again, I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright guys, I am back, and we are ready to take a look at it. The roof is done, and it actually looks pretty good. I like it. I think that's pretty good. Now, bear in mind, this is going to have windows and details in it. This will probably have some dormer windows in it as well. And this section, these sections here, are also going to have additional things in there to add interest. So even though this is very, very flat right now, that's not going to be the case in the final product. So what I'm looking at right now that I'm liking is just kind of the general shape of the thing. I like the shape. The rest of it we can go back and we can kind of tweak and detail later. I did add a little bit of a thing. Wow, that is a farther ender pearl throw than I thought. So this kind of comes out as we saw, but then right up here, I basically just did stairs going out in kind of opposite directions. These little bits that kind of stick out on the very ends are going to end up being a bit more extravagant for these two, but this is just kind of the starting point. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do yet, but probably some sort of like a dragon-like thing. I don't know. I'll sort something out. I haven't decided yet what that's actually going to be, but it'll look good once it's done. But ultimately, I think this looks pretty good. Like, we are far from completed with this building and with this project. There's still a lot left to do. In fact, we don't even have a roof on the entire thing. We still have to figure out what we're going to do for a roof on this kind of little side bit right here. And I have a couple ideas for that. But the main chunk of it is done, and I'm happy with it, and I think it's good. We've got we got a lot done. We got a lot of blocks. A lot of blocks put down today. So there we go. But guys, I am out of time for this episode. So my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.